Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're just going to be chit chatting and we're going to be talking about screen printing, what you are doing that is wrong, that is making your artwork not to come out perfectly well. I've gotten a lot of DMs, I've seen a lot of your end products. Some of you are having cluttered mesh, some of you are having your mesh is washing out, the exposure is not coming out well. I even saw somebody that the exposure was very perfect and all that, but when it comes to our printing it wasn't right. So it's not something that is difficult. That is another thing that you should know. That's one thing you should know. It's not something that is difficult. Everybody can get it. We've seen a lot of people here that don't know anything about screen printing before, and by following my steps here on this channel they are now bosses of their own, even taking jobs. So it can also be you too. Being perfect, branding your own product, doing your own thing by yourself. Okay, so let's just dive into the video. My name is Damidetv. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, and I create content that you can monetize, generally that you can make money from. It's just all about skills, learning new skills. So if you want to know all those things, just check out my videos. You'll find one that is interesting to you. So we are talking about screen printing today. So let's start from the very beginning. Let's say you want to expose now and you are coating your mesh. That is the first thing. First thing you should put in mind is that you need to pick the right mesh. Pick the right mesh. If you are getting it wrong from the beginning, then the end product too could be wrong. You get it? So one thing about screen printing is, if you are getting something as little as something wrong, there's probability that everything will be wrong. Okay, so the first one that you may be doing wrong is you are not choosing the right mesh. Some of you want to print online loan and you are using open mesh. They don't use open mesh for printing online loan. You use fine mesh. Fine mesh, and that fine mesh, you realize that that fine mesh does not have too much of, as in the hole is not that wide, unlike open mesh that has a little bit of wider space inside. I've heard some of you saying, can they use organza as their mesh? I don't know about that. I've never used it before, but you can try it and share your experience with us. So another thing you should have in mind is, make sure your Emulsion is active. I mean, the one that you have at home that is not very long. Personally, I don't keep Emulsion at home. I buy the one I use at a time. But if you are the one that want to keep it, don't keep it for a very long time. I've seen somebody saying she had their Emulsion for like 3 months, 4 months at home. That is no more active. You even realize when you carry the mesh and the Emulsion, and you're trying to turn it, you know that it would have formed some kind of cluttered something like that. So please make sure you use an active Emulsion. And also, when you are using your dichromate, dichromate is sensitizer. It's the one that sensitizes the exposure. So please make sure you use a new one too. Don't use the one that you've had at home for a very long time. And okay, so let's talk about the ratio of your dichromate and your Emulsion. Let's use a tin of milk. 1 tin of milk should go for 3 teaspoons of dichromate. 3 teaspoons of dichromate. Okay, so that means that if you are using half a tin of dichromate, you use 1.5 tablespoons of dichromate. So let's just use that one as baseline. Did you understand that now? Okay, if you don't understand, let me know in the comment section below. I'll still go further and explain, but I think that is self-explanatory. Also, I've seen some artwork coming out, like after you've coated, you see some cluttered Emulsion on your screen. So the reason for that, those cluttered emotion on your screen, is because you are not using your school gel well. Some of you will pour a lot of emotion on the screen. You don't need too much of emotion on the screen. Just put the one that will be able to cover your screen. You understand? Just when you want to coat your mesh, just have this idea of you want to put butter on your bread, you know, you have to make it evenly. Okay, so make sure it's evenly. Use your school gel very well. Just go 1 2 1 2, you understand? Use it like that. Don't be going up and down like this. Just don't be going by the side, but just go. If you want to go side, go side. If you want to go up and down, do it like that. You understand? So let it be evenly. Another thing is, when you are drying your mesh after coating, don't stand your mesh. You get? Because if you stand it, you know emotion is wet, is not thick, it's somehow watery. You get it? There's tendency for it, if you stand it, for it to just be moving and be dripping. You get it? When it's dripping and it now becomes solid, at some point you realize that you begin to have those dotted screen, which will not be perfect for your screen. And another one is this. I've seen another person posting that they have lot of lines on the screen. The reason for that can be, number one, first, you are not using your school gel well on the screen. You are not coating it well. Another thing is, if your mesh is not strong. So if you don't know how to construct mesh, I would advise that you buy the ready-made one, because your mesh have to be very strong and firm. If you don't know how to pull mesh very well to construct it, please, I won't advise you to do that. So if your mesh is not, like, you put your hand is bouncing back, then that is not right. It has to bounce back, not the one that it will just be sagging. So you have to use right mesh. So let's go to weather, the timing, exposure timing. That is another important thing that we need to talk about. And why I've not really been talking about the timing is because, you know, we have different weathers, and also timing depends on the way the weather looks like. So that is why I've not really been giving specific time. But now I'm going to be giving you the range. So we are going to be dividing the weather. So for the sake of this video, let's divide the weather into some parts. So part 1, or number 1 weather that we'll talk about, is weather that is hot. You know, that hot sun that you'll be looking for water to drink, that hot sun that you just want to live under it and go under the shade. That kind of weather, if you are exposing under that weather, let your mesh be outside for 2 minutes. And I said 2 minutes because if your mesh stay like 30 seconds above the normal time that it's supposed to stay, it will add more advantage to it, because it will make the emulsion more solid, especially if you want to use water-based ink for your printing. You know, water-based ink, there's tendency for water-based ink to soften your emulsion after when you are printing a lot. So when you stay for like 30 minutes extra, what it does to your screen is it solidifies your emulsion more, so that when you are printing a lot of job, you don't have emulsion peeling out, and you just have to be touching it. No, you won't have that kind of issue. So if you have hot sun, stay for 2 minutes. So if you have weather that the sun is not too much, the weather is just normal, you know, that kind of weather, stay for 5 minutes. Like around that 5 o'clock weather, stay for 5 minutes. Stay for 5 minutes. It will not burn. It will not burn. So weather 3 is weather that there is no sun. You know, the weather that we have these days, about 5 days or 1 week ago, that no sun is coming out, everywhere is just somehow cloudy and all that. Stay for like 10 minutes in that kind of weather. As a matter of fact, the video I posted before this, you know, I exposed the artwork there, the artwork I used. I stayed for 20 good minutes because the weather was just somehow that day. No sun from morning till evening. So I waited for 20 minutes. I put my mesh up to 20 minutes, and it also helped me because I used the water base. So it makes my emulsion to also solidify a lot on the mesh, you get. So for that kind of weather, please, you can stay like 15 minutes, 10 minutes upward. I hope you've gotten the range of it. Also the time also differs when you are using all these lights. I don't use light, I've never used light before, so I can't really say. With that, if you are using light, that can help you to specify the time that you will stay. Like you can be say, since I'm using 3 lights, I will stay for 1 minute 30 seconds with that. But when you are using weather, you cannot determine that, because you don't know how the sun is going to come up. Sometimes there may even be hot sun, and when you put it like this, before the sun will come down. You understand that kind of shift in weather? Okay, so I hope I've been able to do justice to some of these. Also, someone went to buy ink, and they were telling her that they have opaque ink, and she said because I've not mentioned opaque ink because before on my channel, she does not know it. So opaque ink is the same thing as water-based ink. Yes, we have 2 types of water-based, test fast and opaque ink. So the only difference is that test fast does not have some colors, while opaque have some colors. You understand? So it's basically that. I hope you've gotten something in this video. So if you want to join our WhatsApp group, Damidetv have WhatsApp group where we share things, where we talk. It's just a group that all of us come together, and we are 100+ on that group. If you want to join us, please do well to join us. I'm going to drop the link in the description box below, and then you can also ask me questions there also. But on this video, please ask all your questions under this video. Don't come and ask me without asking here, because your comment is very important to all the videos I make. Please drop a comment, like this video, and please share this video for a lot of people to also see. If you are the type that will just watch my video and just go, you don't love me. In fact, you don't love me at all. You don't love me. So if you love me truly, drop your comment in the comment section below. Even if it will just be, it is nice, thank you, that kind of thing. Drop it, and make sure you like. All these things, they are very free, and it will not take you more than some minutes to do. Also, if you want to make t-shirt, branded t-shirt for your wedding anniversary, your birthday, your church programs, your sport wear, joggers, hoodie, I am making all those things. Please contact me. You can join the group. I'm the admin there. You can contact me. Also, for your souvenirs, you can always reach me out for it. And if you don't know what to give for your occasion, you can also contact me. I'm going to give you advice on that. So please do well to contact me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.